When I first moved in with my girlfriend, 20 odd years ago, our first flat together, it was a horrible place. It was in King's Cross, and it was a horrible area, King's Cross, a seedy road, seedy block, horrible little thing. It was a rip-off, but it's all we could afford. It was one room, just one room, but it had like a little kitchenette area. So what we decided to do, we moved the single bed sort of into there. So we had a lounge, it was like a one-bedroom flat. So at night, we're in a space this big. The bed literally just fit in. I had to scrape it down the wall to get it in, and it came over the doorway a bit, and in bed, I could open the fridge. The fridge was there, the cooker was there, and the sink was there, okay? No toilet. The toilet was a shared toilet with all the other flats in the block, and it was 2 floors down. So what wins in the middle of the night when I need a wee? Do you know what I mean? Putting on trousers and going outside, or just pop into the sink. That one. And I remember, 20 odd years ago, Jane in a sleepy state saying, "Oh, at least take the dishes out first." I didn't. I used to get hold of the bottom plate and lift them all up and wee straight down the plug hole. You've been fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for... You don't get an encore in any other profession, do you? If a builder does a good job and he leaves, you go, "Come back." "What? Come back." "What? All right." Good job I left a bit. I was talking about rumour and gossip and stuff, and I don't buy into it. I read something about someone, I go, "Well, that's interesting," and I think it might not be true. And so I never pass it on. I never pass on sort of small talk and gossip. But I witnessed this, so I think I can share this with you. Me and my girlfriend went along to the final 6 of the X Factor last year. And it's in a studio in Wembley. And we got there, and we were greeted by this bloke with a sort of headset and a clipboard. He went, "Hi, Ricky, thanks for coming. There's some other celebrities in." "Oh, for fuck's sake." I said, can I just go right at the back?" He went, "Yeah, sure." Went at the back with the other celebrities. So it was fine. We were right at the back with my girlfriend there, me was there. About a yard away, Chris Tarrant and his daughter, and in front of them, Aldo Zilli, the chef, and his wife. And they stand you up when each act comes on, and you clap, and that's it. But I don't know if Chris and Aldo had met before that evening, but they were getting on like a house on fire. They were, honestly, Aldo kept looking round, Chris was making him laugh, they were having a laugh, they were standing up, they were dancing along. Chris had his best sort of lilac jacket on, he's pushed it right up to the elbows like that. Yeah. And Ben did a Joe Cocker number, and Chris was sort of doing the actions, and Aldo was turning around and laughing. They were, oh, bless them. And it really is live. So in the ad break, nothing happens really. The judges get powdered, well, Simon does, and the warm-up man was going into the audience, keeping them amused. And on the night I was there, he probably does it every week, but he was saying, "Has anyone got any questions for the judges?" And he went, "Little girl there with her hand up. How old are you, darling?" "7. What's your name?" "Sarah." "What's your question?" "For Simon." "Simon, why do you smoke?" "Good question." "Yes, Simon, why do you smoke?" They was going, "Hey, why do you smoke?" And Simon went, "Smoking's good for you, dear." And they went, "Oh, God." Oh. He went, "Back in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Next ad break, he goes, "Lady there with her hand up. What's your name?" "Emma." "Where are you from?" "Essex." "What's your question?" "Simon, will you marry me?" And Simon went, "Why not?" And they were, "Oh, like, okay." As he was walking back, we saw Louis Walsh just tap his arm like that and show him something. And he went, "What? Chris Tarrant's got a question." It was back in 3, 2, 1. And me and my girlfriend looked at each other and we thought, brilliant. Sometime before the show, Louis Walsh and Chris Tarrant, they got together. Chris is going to ask a question. It's going to be a cheeky question to the judges. They're going to love it. The audience are going to love it. They're going to carry him down the street and he's going to be back. So, third ad break. He goes, "Chris Tarrant in the audience, ladies and gentlemen." Hey. No, it was louder than that. I can't do 1,000 people. So he went, "All right, Chris." He went, "Yeah." He went, "This question's for Sharon Osborne." You obviously married a very intelligent, articulate man in Aussie. That's as far as he gets. Because Sharon thinks he's going to have a go. So it goes like this. People are looking over it and goes, you obviously married a very intelligent man. Sharon puts her head up like that, looks at him and goes, fuck you, Tarrant. Everyone went, what? He went, no, listen. No wonder your wife left you, you cunt. I was like this. Kids looking at their mum. What did she called him a silly biscuit. That means a silly biscuit. Does it? Cunt? No, it doesn't mean that. Don't say that word. It doesn't mean biscuit. Don't. And Louis is going, no, Sharon, don't. She goes, no, fuck him. He's going fucking they're back and forth. And we think it must have been Louis' idea, because he was going, I'm sorry. Like that, right? And they're back and forth. He's going, what happened to church? He goes, you bang. She was like, Old Testament God. And he was going, what's the church? He went, listen, he said, I've known your hubby for 25 years. I'm not having a bloody go. Back in 3, 2, 1. The last act comes out. Everyone stands up. Apart from Chris, who is like this. What happened there? I've just been mauled. I've been humiliated. I feel like putting the sleeves down. And that's the end of that show. And now it goes over to ITV2 with Ben Shepherd before the results show. And Chris is booked on that show, and he's doing his thing. His mind's probably not on it. Everyone was talking about it half time. People were going, what happened there? Was he going to have a go? Did he start off wrong? Did she take him on? She said there was a history. What went on? What was it going to be? Come back out for the results show, and we're all there waiting for it. I look over, 4 empty seats. Oh, fuck. About 30 seconds to go before it went live, they all came out and sit down, okay? Everyone stands up. This time, apart from Chris Tarrant, who's still like that, and now his daughter's like that as well. First ad break, Sharon Osborne gets the mic, and she goes, I'd like to apologise to all the mummies and kiddies in the audience for my awful, awful language. But when someone belittles a loved one, we're like lionesses, aren't we? She gets a round of applause. I look at Chris, he goes, this is bollocks.